When Thomas Friedman wrote The World is Flat, he spoke of a new age where technology, trade, and talent had made the world a level playing field. A software engineer in Bangalore could work for a company in Boston. An MBA from Ahmedabad could dream of a consulting job in London. Borders seemed to blur. Ambition had no visa limits. But that illusion of a perfectly flat world did not last long. On a September morning in 2001, the world woke up to a shattering sound. When the Twin Towers fell in New York, they did not just bring down buildings, they brought down confidence. Airlines collapsed, stock markets froze, thousands of job offers were withdrawn overnight. Fresh MBA graduates who had dreamt of Wall Street suddenly found themselves back home, rewriting resumes instead of joining firms. That morning showed us something we had not realized before, that in a world so deeply connected, one event in one city would change lives everywhere. It was the first global reminder that opportunity and uncertainty travel together. Ever since then, we have lived in a world that's constantly being redrawn by terror attacks, trade wars, pandemics, and now full-scale conflicts. From trade wars to real wars, from economic sanctions to supply chain shocks, the global web of opportunity that once connected us is now shaking. And when the world shakes, so do dreams. For years, students and young professionals believed, if I study hard, work smart, and play fair, I'll find my place in the global economy. But lately, even that simple equation feels fragile. A war in Europe can freeze campus placements in India. A tariff in Washington can cost a job in Shenzhen. A drone strike can shake oil prices and sink offers across sectors. And in the middle of all this, there's a generation that is just starting out, bright, ambitious, and anxious, wondering how did the world get so unpredictable and what does it mean for my career? Wars do not just destroy cities, they distort certainty. When tanks roll in one country, investors pull out from another. Insurance premiums rise, shipping costs shoot up, and oil prices become as volatile as a startup valuation. Every MBA student and young professional lives in the shadow of this chain reaction. Because job markets are built on confidence, and conflict kills confidence faster than any crisis management course can revive it. Take the Russia-Ukraine war. Within months, energy prices spiked, inflation rose, and central banks hiked their rates. Companies that had promised expansions froze them. Consulting firms that had planned global hiring quietly downsized their targets. Tech firms postponed onboarding. And suddenly, students graduating from top B schools were asking, what if the economy changes faster than my career plans? You don't always need missiles to start a war. Sometimes, a tariff can do that job. When Donald Trump imposed tariffs on Chinese goods, it wasn't just a political move. It was an economic earthquake. Supply chains that had taken decades to build suddenly snapped. Manufacturers scrambled to find new routes, new partners, new costs. And while it might sound distant, its shockwaves hit right at the placement desk. Global firms that once hired aggressively for roles in logistics, supply chain, or sourcing suddenly hit the pause button. Cost structures changed overnight. Forecasts became uncertain. And whenever businesses become uncertain, hiring becomes hesitant. Whether it is Donald Trump's tariffs, Red Sea disruptions, or China-Taiwan tensions, each time trade turns into a turf war, the first casualty is not profit, it is predictability. And careers thrive only in predictable soil. Imagine you are on campus finishing your degree. You have prepped for months for that dream job. But suddenly, a global firm withdraws its offers not because of your performance, but because the market turned overnight. In 2020, COVID taught us how fragile job offers can be. In 2022, war taught us it wasn't a one-time event, it is the new normal. Global disruptions no longer stay global. They land in our inbox as we regret to inform you. And this is not just about MBAs. Young professionals across industries, that is consulting, finance, marketing, even tech, face the same uncertainty. Because career dreams today are not just about what you build, they're about what the world allows to stay standing. Now let's flip the lens. From a recruiter's point of view, every war, military or economic, changes the risk equation. A company that had plans to expand in Asia now hesitates because of geopolitical tension. Another that imported 60% of its components from China now faces tariffs, delays, and rising costs. Budgets tighten. So, even though talent is available, opportunity shrinks. Recruiters don't stop hiring because you are not good enough. They stop because the world stopped moving for a while. And that is the bitter truth, which no placement brochure ever prints. So how do we navigate a world where every headline can shake a hiring list? The answer lies not in degrees, but in durability. Because wars and trade conflicts will come and go. But what stays is your ability to adapt. The world may not always stay flat, but you can stay flexible. Friedman's idea of a flat world wasn't wrong, it was too idealistic. He saw a world connected by opportunity. We are now living in a world connected by vulnerability too. So the real question is, can you build a career that bends but doesn't break? That's what future-proofing means. Here's what I tell students and young professionals I meet. Do not chase stability. Build adaptability. The safest career is not one with the least risk, but one where you can move when the market does. Understand geopolitics like you understand Excel sheets. A tariff in the US, a war in Europe, a drought in Africa, all of them eventually show up in corporate balance sheets and career outcomes. Keep your skill set global, even if your job is not. Remote work, digital collaboration, and cross-cultural communication are not just buzzwords. They are your hedges against global instability. Invest in your communication skills. When uncertainty rises, people follow clarity. The professionals who can explain, simplify, and lead through chaos are the ones who get noticed and promoted. Yes, wars, tariffs, and tensions make the world feel smaller and scarier. But they also remind us that opportunity is not given, it is created. Every crisis breeds a new kind of professional, sharper, more aware, and globally literate. The ones who thrive are those who ask not, what went wrong, but what can I learn from this? Because while wars hit dreams, they also forge resilience. And maybe, just maybe, this generation that is yours will redefine success not as getting placed, but as staying relevant no matter what the world throws at you. The world may not be flat anymore, but it is still connected. And that means every shock is shared, but so is every solution. So stay curious, stay global, and remember, when the world turns uncertain, the best investment you can make is in yourself. I hope you will find this video useful and that you will share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you again. Take good care of yourself. Bye bye.